Hey guys, thanks for stopping. So, first things first, just wanna say, yay! So Sean is gone. We'll see how long Sean's gonna be gone for. Sean doesn't disappear for long. Anyways, this is gonna be my castleton tower, Kor Ingle's route. This Moab, Utah. First of all, I gotta tell you something about. I got a few stories. Let's talk about. I met a girl when I was living in Colorado. I won't say her name, but she was a really nice girl, and so me, her, and a couple of my buddies were all planning on going out to Moab, Utah, do some rock climbing. I don't know if I don't know at that time. I don't know if I was doing any mountain biking, but Moab, Utah, fantastic place for mountain biking. Awesome place for rock climbing. First of all, you got Potash Road climbs, and what's so great about Potash? Well, first of all, let's just talk about the rock in the whole entire area. If you're going to Indian Creek, Potash Road, or if you're going into the, I think it's Castleton Valley, where a lot of the freestanding towers are and things of that nature. Well, the rock is, first of all, like no matter where you go, it's like this almost bright red. It's like bright pink, bright red rock, and all the cracks are very straight and very. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. When it comes down to mountain biking, the stuff they've got. They have a lot of stuff marked off with lines because it's just pretty much endless rolling red rock. So unless you know where you're going, you could easily get lost. Some of the stuff is absolutely beautiful, the way that it's been eroded, and you can see all of the lines from the deposits over time. It's absolutely gorgeous. There's some places out there that are unbelievably gorgeous. Me and my buddies, we would go on hikes just for the fun of it. You know, after we're done climbing, we'll go on hikes up and around Potash Road, and oh my God, is it absolutely beautiful. I miss that. Well, the one time that I went there, as I started earlier, there was a girl that I met, and like the couple of days before we went, there was this meteor shower that was happening, and she didn't see any of it. I'm like as we're walking around in town and stuff like that, I'm looking off into the sky and see a shooting star. I'm like, oh, did you see that? Oh, she misses it. She missed it. She missed it. She missed it. Well, so we drive down there, and by the time that we're getting close, I've been driving, and I'm seeing shooting stars constantly, and she still hasn't seen a shooting star. I'm like, you're nuts. You're absolutely nuts. I can't believe you haven't seen one. I said, fuck it. Pulled off to the side, laid down my my bouldering mat and a blanket, and I'm like, we're sitting here. So this is actually looking over the Castleton Valley, where Castleton Tower is. And so you could just barely see the outline of these towers and the cliffs around, and it's absolutely beautiful. And you can see the whole the Milky Way and its greatness, and it's because I don't think there's a city for 50 miles in any direction, kind of a thing. Gorgeous, and just shooting stars. You know, one of the craziest things that I learned is all of them don't burn out all the way. Sometimes they'll like flash, and then it's like an ember that keeps on going and probably hits the ground. I never even considered that, even though I know that meteorites hit the ground. But there were so many of them that like it'd be like this big dark streak, and then it was like a little ember that kept on going along with it. Oh my God! That night, after we saw hundreds of shooting stars, I threw the mat back in there, the blanket, and we went to where we were camping, And she went to sleep. I set up the tent, she went to sleep, and I didn't even sleep. I just laid and looked up at the sky, and it was unbelievable. So anyways, the Kor Ingle route. Before I get to Kor Ingle route, first of all, you have Potash Road, and you can actually belay almost right out of your car. You can lean on your car as you're belaying because the road's right there. Fine, you got like huge trucks driving by every like 10 minutes, you know, and it's a free camp in there too, but you get trucks driving by every 10-20 minutes, maybe half an hour in the middle of the night. But that's really cool. There's some awesome classic routes there. You got Indian Creek, which is a few miles south of there, and absolutely gorgeous. It's just like, it's endless gorgeousness is what it is. That's where you got Super Crack, which is basically it's a hand fist crack that's slightly in at an angle. And I saw this French guy, and he actually laid back that whole entire thing. Super Crack, which is like a perfect fist crack. And he laid it back the whole entire way, which is impressive. But back to Kor Ingle. I'll throw up a picture. I think I still got it somewhere on here. But first of all, it's a 5-9 route, which is mediocre route. I mean, not mediocre. It's most people that are fairly athletic can climb a 5-9. You know, you don't have to be like in any kind of awesome shape in order to climb a 5-9. You just have to be in decent shape. You have to be able to, I don't know, it's almost anybody can top rope a 5-9. You have to be really out of shape and really, really screwed up in order not to be able to climb it. But so it's a 5-9. The crux pitch is the third pitch, crux being the hardest part of the climb. So to start off with, me and my buddies, this is the first time I've done it. I did the route. Me and my buddies, there's 6 of us. So first of all, that's a huge group to try to do a climb. You know, it increases the amount of time it takes exponentially. Well, we get there, and there's another, like, we get there somewhat early in the morning, I think like 9-ish or something. Not like before dawn, like we probably should have. But there's a team ahead of us planning on doing it. And you want them to be at least a pitch, if not 2 pitches ahead of you, at least 200 feet above you. Otherwise you get rock and stuff falling on you. It's no good. So we let them go ahead. I don't think that we got onto the climb until almost 11 or so, because those people were also waiting for somebody else who was climbing. So 6 of us, we're like doing our thing. We're managing with the big group that we've got. And I end up doing the third pitch, or the crux pitch. This is the 5-9 pitch. First pitch is like 5-5. It's like basically a choss pile. It's basically like climbing up on big blocks, you know, just running up it. Second pitch, was I think 5-6, 5-7, something like that, if I remember correctly. I mean, it's been a while. I'm just taking this out of my head. So then the 5-9 pitch, and I've done this. I did it twice. Okay, nothing extremely difficult when it comes down to climbing, but so you start off, and it's sort of like the first 2 pitches to start off with for just a little bit, and then you get to a chimney. So you throw in a piece before you hit the chimney. A chimney is something that you can fit your whole body into. So you're basically like back against the rock and your hands on the face, or however you're going to work it. Sometimes chimneys are big enough that you can put your hands on both sides and shimmy up it like this. Hard to protect. Really hard to protect. And impossible to protect most of the time. But so I'm sitting here, I'm going up this chimney, and there's a chalk stone right above me.